Sup YouTube, it's Decklist TCG here. Welcome back to our TCG video on my channel. On this channel you get daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure to hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out Regigigas, so if you guys are hyped, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in many ways, it's super effective and takes one tiny second of your time. So today, Regigigas up on the menu from Prismatic Evolutions. This card fits right at home in the Lugia VSTAR deck, and you're going to be seeing that in action today. We have Jewel Breaker, being able to slap 100 damage, and if the opponent is a Tera Pokemon, you're slapping 230 more damage, which is the exact numbers to knock out Charizard EX. You can knock out Dragapult EX, even Ceruledge EX. All the Tera Pokemon around are gonna get one-shot quite easily. We've powered up through the means of Archeops and the Primal Turbo, and of course we have Lugia VSTAR to tank for that, to get those Archeops flying from the discard pile onto the bench quite easily to accelerate those energies. So Lugia VSTAR definitely gonna be a tier A for the EUIC, so if you're practicing for that tournament, Lugia will be better than ever before, which is good news because I think Lugia VSTAR is one of my go-to decks this season, as it with Lugia alone I got over 600 CP, which is kind of nuts. With that being said, we still have Blood Moon if you're running out of energies, but also can be powered up through the means of Archeops 240 as a very strong basic Pokemon. We also come back with a 2-2 line of Cinccino, so instead of going for like a 3-3 line or like a 1-1 line, it's a little bit of a mixture between both. A 2-2 line, this is a first place winning list from an online event. It also comes back with Squawkabilly, and note to self is that at the Champions League over in Osaka, this deck also did incredibly well. You have access to Iron Hands as well as the Torrential Pump of the Wellspring Ogerpon, because you have the Legacy energy in your deck. Not only is it going to be price denial from the opponent with, of course, reducing the price the opponent takes by 1, you can also make sure you can attack with these other attackers and even attack with Lumineon V with the Aqua Return. Luminous Sign gets yourself supporters, and we have Jacques, Iono, Boss, and Research. On top of that, we're going to be playing a lot of Masagosa, and I think Masagosa is the way to go now. In the past, I was playing 12 ball engines with like Great Ball and stuff like Dust Ball, but now I think Masagosa is a little bit better as we are in the Budew format. So that's the deck for today, so hopefully you guys are excited. Let's dive into some gameplay with Lugia and Regigigas. Also, be sure to check out the sponsors for today's video, DragonShield.com for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. Use that coupon code ZABLUS5 and stock up on sleeves and binders for, of course, the 2025 year. It's a new year, so new opportunities for protecting your cards. On top of that, there is TC Evolutions for your damage counters and ability tokens. You can get 10% off using the coupon ZAPDOSTCG. PokemonStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs. You can get 5% off using the coupon ZAPDOSTCG with instant email delivery, which is super sweet. And if you're a European player, head over to cardmarket.com where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. Use the referral name ZAPDOSTCG to help support the channel. Alright, look at that. We start with Regigigas, we start with Minccino. I don't even know what I'm up against, and as we're going second, I start with Lugia, as we're going to be able to use Read the Wind if we do draw into an energy. And looks like we are going to be up against Klawf Terapagos, if I had to guess. Klawf Terapagos is one of those decks that does gain the power of the new Budew, so we're only going to have access to items for one turn, because the following turn they most likely will item lock us. I don't mind too much if our Masagosa, Nuzball, and Capturing Aroma do go our way. We might actually like use Squawkabilly. Capturing Aroma heads for an Archeops would be nice. Masagosa heads for an Archeops would be nice. So a little bit luck dependent with Masagosa. I prefer stuff like Great Ball, but in the meta where, of course, Budew is around, I think it's probably the best shot here. Also, big shout out to the person winning the tournament, Wiz from the United States, winning the Turtle Weekly 9 with over 100 players, and that's actually kind of cool. So we see Carmine, we see Klawf. This is going to be just Klawf Terapagos. The binding Mochi is already there, starting itself off to just scare ourselves. They can actually knock it out. They have Squawkabilly as well, so they're gonna go very deeply into the deck. There's a lot of 2-prizers, and if you count Squawkabilly as a 3-prizer because of Iron Hands, that's even way better. Note to self is that that tournament was actually held with around 140 players in total. So looks like currently they have used Squawkabilly. There is a Brute Bonnet on top as well. Do they have the Ancient Energy Boost Capsule or not? They are hesitant, so it makes me think they don't have it. Means that Lugia VSTAR will be completely fresh. They will also need Area 0 under depth the following turn, and they did throw away a couple of supporters already, which is good to see. So we have the Wellspring Ogerpon could be useful in this matchup because it can take 2 prize cards at once. I also don't see Patcheran EX anywhere, so for now I think I will just go with Masagosa. Hopefully that will be successful. It is not, so the opponent will have a free shot at using Masagosa, unfortunately. Regigigas is going to be doing absolutely nothing in this matchup. I'll go for Capturing Aroma. There is a tail, so still no combination. We could just get Squawkabilly, then use Lumineon for Jacques and just go that way. I think it's not too bad of an idea, as there's so many 2-prizers on board. And we still have access to Iron Hands for the Squawkabilly and even Blood Moon. I think it's not too bad to go for that strategy. I'll just get myself Squawk. I could have gotten another Pokemon to tin the deck, to be honest. Maybe could have gone with that. But I'm probably gonna save this for another Lugia, if I'm being honest, because you never know when the opponent has a crazy amount of luck to knock out our only Lugia and play, and that would be feeling pretty horrendous. So for now, Jacques getting that double chops instantly into the hand, and I will slap down Squawkabilly, and I will just simply go for the big old Squawk and Seize. I'm gonna have to, give up on Minccino here, which is fine. We still have Jet Energy on top of all of this, so I don't mind going for, the Jet over here. And let's just read the wind, 1 energy. I think because we most likely will get knocked out because the DTE could be useful to get a Pokemon retreated. But on the other hand, I think they will attack with Terapagos. So I don't even know. Yeah, just gonna get rid of this DTE, it's fine. Let's go. Okay. The only thing we need to find is a Lugia VSTAR. And in this scenario, might also be nice to get Blood Moon thrown up in the mix, because Blood Moon is one of the Pokemon that can deal with the Terapagos right there. We don't have any weak HP Pokemon. Luckily, Masagosa also fails for the opponent, so we're good on that regard. Because nothing is more annoying than an opponent actually benefiting from your Masagosa. So we have 2 Lugia. There's a lot of 2-prizers down up on the field, I know, but yeah, we'll see what happens. In order for them to knock out Lugia, there's the Precious Trolley as well. They're gonna go Ultra Ball Lumineon most likely. Yeah, there is a Lumineon, so they would need to find Area 0 under depth to open the floodgates to just get 8 bench Pokemon. Right now, they can only afford to slap down Lumineon. They're also still trapped in the active, but I don't know if Patcheran EX is prized or not. And they would need to switch out, to be honest, because with Patcheran, or maybe Latias. Maybe Latias EX is also priced. We'll see what happens here. Are they going to go for the Iono play? We currently have 2, 4, 6, 7 cards in hand. Would be the most preferred play if they want to go for that. We do have the Jet Energies in hand, so they're going to go for Research instead, so that makes total sense. Okay, here they come. Research, getting rid of... What was that? Was that Patcheran EX? There is the Area 0 under that, going crazy. We did throw away our Wellspring. It could have been a cool situation where we could have actually used Wellspring to open up our own board space and then slap down Masagosa to just get rid of these bench hitters. Would have been super cool to use, but I already discarded my Wellspring, unfortunately. They did throw away 2 Boss's Orders already, so their gusting options will be quite limited. Do they even have the switch out? We are poisoned. They don't poison the Terapagos. Don't see another bench Pokemon. There's a lot of Pokemon in the discard already, 2 of them, as well as triple Nazball, so they're going to be retreating. They will have the KO with Terapagos, but after that they're going to be in quite the predicament, as they threw away most of their Boss's Orders already. So they can still go for Klawf, I suppose. Interesting. And we definitely have to go for a 1-price Pokemon. Yeah, there's the Unified Beatdown, 190. We're gonna go see the discard pile through the means of... oh yeah, we are still alive? What? Okay. Yeah, they don't have Radiant Sneasler. Okay, that is crazy awesome. Okay, since we do have this, first of all, I will go for a Masagosa. They have to discard some Pokemon here. They can get rid of Squawk if they want to. They can get rid of Lumineon. That's two of these bench hitters that they probably will discard, but that also lowers down the Pokemon they can slap down on the bench. But I'm gonna try and use Masagosa here to see where we land, and we still have a lot of bosses orders planned, so that's cool. For now, I'm actually gonna go Masagosa. There is a heads. This means we can get Lugia VSTAR instantly. Yeah. We need Lugia VSTAR, but there's gonna be quite a bit of a problem there. We can get a Treat Prizer over there. Maybe I should have done that differently, to be honest. Maybe. Yeah, we could attack with Lumineon, try to promote a 1 prizer there. That could be awesome, I suppose. Could slap with this one. They're just trapped, right? Their bench is limited down. I think I will go for that play. First of all, I will go Lugia VSTAR, get the double chops. Yeah, sounds alright to me. This one can tank a hit, this one cannot. So I'm actually going to be evolving this one instead. And I will go for Summoning Star, the double chops. I could also just summon... I could summon the Gigas. I don't know how to think about it. This is a Pokemon here that could get knocked out instantly by the Gigas. It's a Tera Pokemon. Let's try and showcase the power right here. Instantly. Let's just go with... We have the Jet Energy, so let's go for DTE, let's go for Gift. Yeah, let's try and showcase the power of the Gigas, right? We can deal with all of this. We Jet all the way up front. And I also will try and evolve the other... I'm gonna get rid of this Cinccino. Evolve into the other Lugia. We still have access to a 1-1 line of Cinccino, so that's cool. So it's gonna be the Lone Chops game, but with the Regigigas out, I don't have any issues with that. Currently only 1 energy in our discard pile. I think I will go for boss strategy, so I'm gonna get rid of all of these. There's a lot of boss here, there's the DTE, we can go with that. So let's 310 upon the Terapagos. Let's go. This is a 1-price Pokemon, might I add. We have all the boss in the world. We have triple boss. I could have gone for double chops, but I realized that Regigigas is in this video, and this is a Tera Pokemon, so I don't know if they will have all the answers in the world to deal with all of these. They can try and go after chops, but they're promoting Klawf. Maybe for Sealstone is prized. They most likely should have promoted Oranguru there. As soon Electrode comes to town. Well, a lot of Jet are gone, by the way. We only have 1 more Jet available. The Jet is really the answer to deal if you want to go for like solo chops. That's the thing. But Regigigas, as mentioned, if there's any Tera Pokemon out there, Regigigas can slaughter it. Okay, there's a Radiant Hisuian Sneasler. That's gonna be slapped up down upon the bench. If they do that, they can no longer go for Terapagos. So they need Terapagos and Area 0 under that first. But they most likely should have promoted Oranguru V. So they could have fetched out... Okay, they're gonna go for Boss's Orders. Say goodbye to Chops, I suppose. Oh, we still have Blood Moon. I don't even have an issue with that. If they can even find... There are 2 DTEs down, so... Toxic Powder. Are they gonna be able to KO that? Do they have the DTE? Banimochi? A little bit of overkill, I might add. We can also slap with Gigas so they're knocked out because of poison, so Fast does not activate, which is funny. Okay, they already have 4 Sealstone. So that's gonna be the DTE. They're gonna be in a low amount of DTEs, to be honest. They're gonna have a low amount of DTE. We can give the DTE to the Lugia because, yeah, DTE to Lugia seems bad, by the way. Yeah, because all the weak HP bench hitters are gone now. Here they come. We're just gonna slap one. We're only gonna slap 80 with this guy, so that's kind of annoying. That's for sure. We could still slap Patcherant. Interesting. Yeah, they don't have a lot of balls, so their boss's orders are gone. There's 3 of them down. We only slap 80 with Regigigas, so that's kind of annoying. We can always go Ultra Ball, get rid of these, set up a Minccino. We could already like accelerate an energy to the Blood Moon. That's gonna be an easy 2 prize. And they don't have any balls remaining, so what we could do is focus on our ball strategy. Just get out the Blood Moon already. We could slap 140 with a Cinccino. If we slap there, yeah, most likely it's gonna be better just to get the Blood Moon here. They don't have any balls left. Let's just think that they don't have any balls left. We slap down Blood Moon here. We get the energy. It's only gonna be 200, but 200 is enough. Gonna be putting the DTE here so we can at least attack with that. We're gonna boss up for 80 damage. Let's go! Regigigas, it's time for you to shine. We can tin the deck. Imagine the Iono. We want to put a Pokemon in hand that we don't want to see. And that's going to be, in this scenario, an Archeops. Yeah, we don't want to see any of that, so I'm gonna put that in hand. I'm gonna slap, and next turn we're gonna boss again with Lugia. Knockout, or just attack with Lugia, and then as soon as our other Pokemon goes down, we swing with the Blood Moon. That's pretty much gonna be the strategy, right? They still need to take 5 prize cards. Unfortunately, the Lugia is already damaged, but we're playing with 0 chops currently, so. There's a Lumineon. It's a low HP Pokemon. That's fantastic. This is fantastic news. Because we can also take that down with a DTE. Currently under Dragapult, 1 DTE. There's 3 DTEs in play. Ooh. I am in trouble now. We do play 4 DTE. I'm gonna have to check real quick. Our boss's orders will go down to the bottom of the deck, which is not the biggest issue right now, as Lugia can dish out enough damage to deal with Klawf. And if the opponent has taken 3 prize cards, we can activate the Blood Moon with the DTE, and I hope the DTE is still in the deck. Yeah. Could have gone with an energy on the Minccino as well. Pushed another 1 prizer. Could have been an interesting solution, I suppose. Flipping the script. Could also just buy some time by fetching or giving 1 prizers time and time again. We retreat Lugia, give a 1 prizer, but they could be playing Iron Bundle, so that could be a very bad strategy. But we can still put a gift energy on the Lugia, which means we will have access to more crazy things. Okay, time for Lugia to shine. We can take 2 prizes by using boss's orders. Okay, there is a Nuzball, which is fantastic. We could Nuzball, get a 1 prizer up in the mix. Let's go. Yeah, there's Jet Energy, and there is DTE. There's still Legacy as well. If we do draw Legacy, we do some crazy stuff. So we're gonna be giving a gift energy here. Let's go. We will go for. I don't want to get any Pokemon anymore from Mesagosa, but I really want to be drawing the DTE. And I do believe the Klawf deck still plays more Iono. They did have Iono in hand, so I could Mesagosa here, because they most likely will Iono, which is great. It's a Tails. That didn't matter. It did not matter. I'm gonna leave the Mesagosa, as I can then use it to find Lumineon here. So I can just knock out this guy, and then see with which Pokemon they respond. Yeah, I guess that's not too bad of an option. Yeah, just KO 200. They KO us. I don't even know. Yeah, they KO us. It's not an issue. We just boss. They can KO us with whatever they feel like. Yeah, let's just take KO this one. Let's go. We have another boss, so that's not an issue. They might think we don't have another boss here. I'm not gonna discard Stadium. We need it for Lumineon boss. If they KO something, we just need 1 energy. Yeah, we need 1 energy on the Blood Moon, because they're gonna take 2 prizes here on the Lugia, and then we just attach boss. If they KO the Lugia, the gift also activates. They can go for Electro. That's also an attacker, but that does poison themselves. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good to me. We don't have any Archeops in play, but it doesn't matter. You see the power of the Regigigas right there, right? The Regigigas was able to punish the opponent, which was totally awesome. They did overlap with the Area 0 under that. There's a Latias EX as well. Maybe I should have not slapped down Masagosa because at one point, if they didn't lower their bench, you could have just punished and knocked out Luminion and Squawkabilly, but it's fine. Here they come with the Hisuian Heavy Ball. So even with 1-chops, you can still win games quite easily. Blood Moon is one of my favorite cards in the game, by the way, because it forces the opponent, oh, either you deal with Lugia V-Star or my only attacker, and if you do that, then Blood Moon comes into town. We still have a Jet Energy, we still have DTE. There are ways that they can trap, but they've already burned down all of their boss's orders, so we're good to go. This seems like an easy dub, as we do still come back with more Bulbasaurs. This list is actually playing 4 copies of Bulbasaurs, a little bit on the higher end. Typically 3 is enough, but as you see here, very, very powerful Lugia deck. They might think, oh, with 2 balls down, we're not going to be able to respond. They're going to be retreating. And they're going to let us try and get us knocked out because of poison, but we have balls, so you can just knock out Klawf here. So there's balls. There's the Klawf, and the Lugia takes him down. So that was quite the convincing story here of Lugia. Only with 1-chops, even though I had 2 chops in the discard pile, I just realized that Regigigas can also deal with Terapagos. So that means you can punish Terapagos, you can punish Ceruledge, you can punish Dragapult, you can punish Charizard. So that's a lot of decks in the format where you just go with your Gigas. It only requires 4 energies. So with a simple Primal Turbo and a simple attach of the turn, you can easily punish those decks and take up trade quite easily. Imagine a Legacy Energy on a Regigigas there could just be a 1-prizer which takes 2 prizes quite convincingly. Okay, time for some more Lugia with Gigas. Yeah, if I have not convinced you quite yet, this is going to be one of the top decks going into the EUIC, the European International Tournament. Okay, we're going second again, most likely. Note that we are in a Budew format. I cannot stress that out enough. This is a format where you potentially could get item locked as soon as the very first turn. When you are going first, you have items. As soon as your opponent goes first, they might Budew you if they went second, so be careful. Okay, I will go first, alright. This is a typical God hand of Lugia. You don't see it very often, but I'm talking about it. I have seen a lot of these hands throughout my season, and that's why it got me this far. So there's a Duskull based deck trying to Budew us into out of existence, but it's not going to work because we're Ultra Balling, getting the chops down. Yeah, we have the Lugia, so we can actually start swinging with the Lugia. We can also start swinging with something else because we have Jet Energy. Yeah, sure, I'll just go Jet Energy into the Lugia. I don't even know if they can attack turn 1, most likely not, because they're playing a Duskull-based version, and we're ending the turn. So, with this in my discard pile, my job is already halfway done. The only thing we will need is a Lugia V-Star to then punish the opponent. There are ways where we can actually go for Ampy very much, for the Wellspring Ogerpon. I think in this scenario there are ways where I can jet the Minccino, so I already have a retreat option. I could also still whiff. They're gonna go for the Budew. Okay, it's gonna be Dragapult EX, the most expected deck coming out of the format. This format. They're gonna be retreating. I don't even know if they have a supporter. They're gonna slap 10 damage. Now you see all the cards from the new set, the Prismatic Evolution set, that are competitively viable all into one video, which is totally awesome. Okay, we have Nazbel, so this is actually pretty good, but we cannot play any items. So in that sense, it's pretty bad. I'm actually gonna be going for. We could technically draw into DTE, but that's not going to be enough. Maybe I should have put an energy on the Minccino here. Let's just go Jet Energy to Minccino. Otherwise, we still lose that energy regardless. Let's go for Professor's Research. This is funny, right? Because Cinccino can actually slap the Budew out of existence. I'm still going to slap down a second Lugia because I'm still not certain if the opponent will be able to candy Dragapult and do all that stuff with counter catcher, and they only slap 200, right? Yeah, they only slap 200, so I don't think I should be afraid of this scenario. Let's just gentle slap. That's the funny fact. Cinccino just easily knocks out Budew. How cool! This is cool. This is cool. Well, let's go. They could still have the nuts, right? Where they can have Lugia into Candy Dragapult, Sparkling Crystal. That's a lot to ask for, right? Maybe they have Fez. You never know. Yeah, there's Dracloak. Yeah, they could have some stuff, but not all of that, right? I don't believe so. If I wanted to play 100% safe, I might just snap down Lugia V, the regular one, but I don't believe so. With the board state that weak, with only having 4 cards in hand, it's not gonna happen. I could be proven wrong. There's the counter catcher already, but they would need like Candy, Dragapult, EX, Sparkling Crystal, all that stuff. There's the Fez. I don't even know how they will respond. I don't know how many candies they're running. Maybe they're playing a higher amount of lands, maybe a lower amount of rare candy. Oh yeah, there's also still the Duskull, which we should be wary of. They can have Dusclops. There's Dusclops. Okay, this is scary. Very scary indeed. Should have played it more safely, to be honest. Should have slapped down that second Lugia. Yeah, it was not necessary. They just trapped the Lugia and that's it. Okay, with that being said, we only need, let's gonna get rid of the Chops, get rid of Lugia. Oh, let's go. Could have actually gotten rid of the other fella, but it's fine. We have the Lugia VSTAR right here. Let's go. Time for Lugia VSTAR the Shine. Going for that Summoning Star, getting both Chops from the field instantly there. We can also just get this one. Legacy, going for Primal Turbo, getting the DTE, and most likely a Mist Energy. That's actually the most useful one out of the bunch here. And then we can also use the Primal Turbo, the other one, where I'm actually going to be going for DTE for the retreat option, as well as another Mist. I could save my Mist. Saving my Mist for later. I think I'll just go for the gift here. This one, this one. We retreat. Get rid of the DTE. Don't worry about the fact that they're gonna go after Cinccino. It doesn't matter because we have Regigigas by our side. So here comes the Amp you very much. We take 2 more prizes because this deck is totally nuts and there's nothing the opponent can do about this strong setup. Okay, we have an Iono, which is fantastic. I really want to be drawing into Regigigas because Regigigas can easily deal with Dragapult EX. Dragapult EX comes back with 320 HP, which means we need to have 2 Chops to power it up. DTE will no longer be supported. So the cool thing is that Lugia does have its retreat options. We can attack with Cinccino. They can go after it Chops, but yeah, they can technically go after Chops. We still come back with Mist Energies. I always suggest going with your Mist Energies until later, until you know where the opponent just sprinkles their damage counters around. Also, they didn't have any energy of the turn. They could still bop Dusclops to then dish out enough damage to knock out Iron Hands. But they most likely will need to wait. Yeah, they just concede. They're out of there. Let's go. Another dub for Lugia VSTAR. So yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but this is seemingly one of the strongest decks. And you were up against the supposed BDIF. The Dragapult EX with Budew, but yeah, if you have monster hands like that, there's nothing that can stop Lugia. Even item lock, we were item locked a little bit. It looks like we're getting a cool reward here in the battle pass, that cool looking Eevee. Look at that one, the Rainbow DNA Eevee. Very cool for sure. Let's go play another game with Lugia Gigas, as I love to call it. And also be sure, of course, yeah, if you're new to the channel, definitely don't forget to hit that subscribe button, as well as that little notification bell. You're gonna stay updated automatically when new videos hit the channel. So we're testing out all the best decks in the format. We're gonna showcase the European Internationals. We're gonna try and go and visit the Pokemon Center there. And there's also gonna be the Worlds vlog still this season, because I'm very sure I locked in my invite with 714 CP. If that is not enough, I'd be very surprised. On the other hand, we're in a very bad situation where we start with Lugia. Not a great feeling to have. What I could technically do is like Messagosa and then Squack is an option. Okay, looks like we're up against the Dragapult deck once again. It's gonna be Messagosa. Pop or whiff. Let's go. Come on. I cannot even bear to watch it. It's a Tails. Okay. Legacy and then hope we draw to DTE or Research and then DTE. So they get the Lumineon out of there. I wonder if we could still win this. See, it looks very dangerous. We didn't even establish a Lugia. They could use our Messagosa. And they could even item lock, so we could be in the most... They have heads with the Capturing Aroma. That's why I don't love playing the Messagosa. That's why I don't love playing Messagosa. I preferably love Great Ball and Dust Ball, but in a format where you potentially could get item lock, which actually is the case here, we could see something going wrong very quickly. Energy onto the Budew. Please Ion on me. I'm gonna manually retreat. Arven, okay. Candy. I'm gonna try and donk us, right? This is the the other side to Lugia. You had the double chops hand, and now you have this hand. I could jock, but it's not gonna be doing anything for us. We could try and boss trap something. Yeah, this is scary. 10 damage. We are item locked. Come on, what are we gonna draw? Research? Capturing Aroma would have been so awesome to use. Messagosa. There's the heads. Okay. We are still in the game. Lugia is here. Yeah, Lugia is here. Is Regigigas in here? Regigigas is also in here. We can try and Lumineon our way. Actually, now that I think about it, are we gonna go for Lugia? Oh no, there's a Lumineon prize. I would have gone Lumineon Research here, but sure. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get rid of the Legacy. But if I get rid of the Legacy, it's gonna be pretty bad. It's gonna be pretty bad. What to do? Definitely Jacques, I suppose. This one, this one. I need my Iron Hands, to be honest. They're not gonna item lock us again, right? I don't believe so. We need to hurry up here. We need to hurry up. But yeah, we're gonna have to attack with Lumineon. I think there's no other way. They could have like Sparkling Crystal and all that combo, but at least they're only gonna get one prize, and then maybe we can draw Research. Now, would you guys have retreated here and gone with the Read the Wind? Yeah. It's not the end of the world, I guess. If we are able to find a Research and find Regigigas, is good. Most likely, yeah, that's good. Does it still have a head with Messagosa again? Dang. There's Duskull, okay. Hurricane Directive. They still didn't have an attach of the turn yet, so they also didn't find Dragapult EX with the Messagosa. I don't even know how to feel about this. I am thinking to just go for Aqua Return. Because if I went for like Read the Wind and ditched one chops, my Legacy would be gone. I only would have gotten one prize card. It would have been way too slow, right? Sparkling Crystal. Candy. Dragapult. Attachment. Boom. Is that gonna be Night Stretcher? What's in the discard pile? Energy? Do you have Candy? Do you have Arven? This is scary. I think that Lumineon's going away. Iono! Okay, they're trying to high roll here, but it's not an issue. Could have gone for Read the Wind. And now my hand is pretty bad. There are still other options, right? They most likely only play one switch out, so Sup can also be quite the thing. KOing with Sup. No, not KOing with Sup, but getting the DTE and the Sup and the boss combo could be something great. I don't even know if they have Candy Dragapult. They don't. They do not have the full setup. They do have the Dusknoir though, so that's scary. V-Guard. Yeah, Masagosa time. It's a heads. Yeah, now I 100% need another Lugia or I will lose, right? This. And I will also retreat. Go with that. I will give the DTE to the Lugia because then I can easily retreat it later. Okay. Archeops goes away. Okay, we're in a situation right now where we have gotten out of the item lock. Not out of the item lock, but they could item lock again, but it would not make a difference because our hand is actually pretty good. They can be the first person attack, and let's just pretend they have turn 2 Sparkling Crystal Dragapult. That's all we can think about. They can still go for Duskull as well if they want to. And there's always the option to win games with Sup. But for now, let's just focus on, you can even, the legacy is still on the Lumineon, which is pretty annoying. But the cool thing is that, we can respond with Regigigas here. This is the Regigigas video, alright? Please attack us so Regigigas can be doing its thing. We're gonna retreat. We're gonna hopefully use Summoning Star for double chops. We would need Masagosa to be heads, to be honest. There's a Tails for their Masagosa. That's cool. Maybe they replace the stadium. Maybe they don't. Because, yeah, there is an energy on the Dracloak there. There's Ultra Ball. Okay, Dragapult EX is coming. Can always attack with Lumineon. Can attack with Lumineon to get it out of there and then finish off with Lugia VSTAR. It's not gonna be the best way. Depends on if they blow up a Dusknoir or not. Iono is fantastic here. Lugia VSTAR is gone, but we might find chops and research. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. I am not gonna lie, I love this hand. We're not giving up. We're not giving up on the Lugia VSTAR. It's going great. It will continue to be a fantastic deck, so just gotta believe. Even though we started with that Lumineon, it is just a one price Pokemon and say. They can sprinkle around and then they can blow up on Lumineon with Dusknoir to take 2 prizes. Because Legacy, no, they're not gonna go for that. They're just gonna say, nope, yeah, a little bit. That's a weird amount of numbers. They can still have Alakazam, I suppose. But yeah, here we go. We're gonna capturing Aroma. If it's a heads, it doesn't matter here. If it's a heads, we take Lugia. That means it's time for Lugia to shine. Taking that Lugia VSTAR. Lugia VSTAR over here. We Ultra Ball. Get rid of these two. It's gonna have to be our good friend Regigigas. Regigigas time. Let's go. Summoning Star, both of these. And we're gonna try and save our missed energies for the rest of the damage sprinkles. Just the tails, it doesn't matter. We have boss here, and I think I will boss something with the Iron Hands later. So for now, I will just retreat. Although I could retreat and knock out Dusclops already, it doesn't matter. We're gonna be retreating. Attacking with Regigigas. And give him all the energies he needs. V-Guard doesn't do anything. Let's go. Let's go. Primal Turbo again. They need to deal with this guy. Otherwise, they are gonna lose. So I'm actually just gonna take one more of these and one more of these because I want to save my missed energies for later. Yeah, that's what I want to do. We're not gonna boss, we're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna use the 330, which means we can save the Iron Hands and we can save the boss, and they most likely need to deal with Giga, so we draw back up with Gift. So the research here does not matter. 2 prizes again. The cool thing is that Regigigas, what are the other? Okay, that makes sense. All my research were prized. Note to self, we were a turn slower than usual, which means we could still lose the game. The good news is that at one point I will actually attack with my Lumineon to take down either the Dusknoir or the Budew, because they now are gonna focus on spreading damage around, and that's the moment where we put our mist energies onto our Lugias or on the Pokemon that are actually damaged. Damage spread wise, they cannot knock anything out. Phantom Dive, which is super awesome, unless they do come back with moving damage from one Pokemon to Lugia VSTAR and then go for a Radiant Alakazam as well. But yeah, we can still reuse Legacy Energy later. That is the main purpose here. Buddy Puffin, because we can always go for a Wellspring point as well, trying to trap something. Those decks typically only run 1 copy of Switch, so in combination with an Iono, that could be the perfect play. Well, yeah, getting something trapped. With Iono, it could be a perfect play, but we need to Gust as well, so that's tricky. There's a Radiant Alakazam. That means Lugia VSTAR is knocked out, which means they're gonna go for a 3 prize turn here. Yeah, hopefully they need to attack the Gigas here 100%, so we do draw back up. We could Sup Radiant Alakazam, but these guys are a little bit scary. I don't see Candy. They have used 1 Candy. The other one was slowly evolved, but this is closer than you might imagine, right? With us starting Lumineon Attach Pass, right? Goodbye, Lugia. That means Lugia still needs to get V2 Shadow, which is awesome. There's the Phantom Dive. We can slap a little bit of damage now. We need to go after the 1 prize Pokemon right there. There's no way we can deal with Dragapult, however. But we can try to go around it. Yowza. Okay, there's Lumineon. So the first plan of action is going for a boss's orders play, and I will actually try and take down Dusknoir, because that's a scary Pokemon. We're gonna be going for a Masagosa. We could set up a Minccino here. That means they're forced to go after Minccino or they die. We don't have it. Unfortunately, we're gonna try and save the Mist Energy instead. Here. Or we can just go for now. We need the Primal Turbo. I don't want to attach energies there. It's so silly. Sure. But they can still bob that, and that could be totally fine. Yeah, it's gonna be Mist Energy here. We will go for a Primal Turbo for a Gift Energy. And at this point, I'm actually, yeah. So we don't draw into that many energies, although if we draw an energy, we can already do manual attachment. We already do the manual attachment of turn, so it's better for us to shuffle as many energies as possible onto our fellas, right? Yeah, that's fine. Let's go. Over attaching, and now we go for. Yeah, we did use balls already, so this does not matter. Maybe I should have put energies there. Yeah, that mist energy should have belonged somewhere else, 100%. We could put the DTE on the Lugia. Yeah, that is actually something that went terribly wrong. We could let us Galv get knocked out here. Yeah, this is not good. Could have attacked. This is not good at all. Put a DTE on Lugia, I guess. Sub plays could still happen though. We still have Mist Energy, so we have the Jet in hand, so interesting. They can Phantom Dive here, and then yeah, the Alakazam is an issue though. There's still a way, right? I'm gonna try something out. Don't try this at home. Yeah, the energies of the Lumineon a little bit wrong, but yeah. Let's just put this over here. We promote Iron Hands, and maybe they go for a one-shot on it through the means of a Dusknoir. And if they do that, we can finish off with Ogerpon, right? Ogerpon boss. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky, right? Yeah, definitely we're railing the Alakazam. This is not the best play. I probably should have put a Gift Energy on the Archeops, promoted that one instead, and then if they attack that, we draw back up. But even then, we already have 2, 5, 6 cards in hand. It would have not mattered too much unless they actually Iono here. If they Iono, I just hope we get Boss and Wellspring. That is our win condition currently. If they blow up a Duskull, and if they don't evolve Dracloak, that's a lot to ask for. But in their discard pile, there's already the Dragapult EX and the Night Stretcher. They still need 3 prize cards, right? Lumineon. What? Nazbel, Lumineon, Arven, for Sealstone? Okay, that's not an Iono. Yeah, in this scenario, I wish I actually had 2 Regigigas in my deck. Or at least something like a Torton. That would be good to just respond here. We were just way too slow, to be honest. Like, even if one of these Pokemon had a gift, like the Lugia, we could sacrifice that, and then they're going to 1 prize. There's Candy. Candy Dusknoir. Maybe they fall in the trap where they actually KO our Iron Hands. No. They're gonna KO an Archeops. Is that good? Lugia VSTAR. Yeah, we have all the Jets in hand. That's a problem. Countercatcher. Lugia. Oh yeah, that's a 3 prize turn. It would have not made any difference. It would have not made any difference. That's a cool play, man. Well done. So yeah, Dragapult taking the upper hand here in this second battle against the archetype. And I think if I had a better setup, if I would have been able to attack earlier, it would have been better. Maybe I was trying to save that legacy energy a little bit too much. Definitely because we have Regigigas as well as Cinccino, which could be able to deal with this archetype. So let me know how you feel about the Regigigas Dragapult EX deck down below in the comment section. We are going to be playing one more game with Lugia to see where we officially land. This is my first loss with the deck, and we already won against the Dragapult archetype, so I don't mind too much. Like games where I start with Lumineon, I most likely will lose regardless. Oh yeah, was there a world where this could have gone better? Nah, as soon as like you have... Yeah, the damage output was perfect, man. Alright. The opponent will go first. Come on. Can we see a different archetype? Diglett Sleeves. Oh, this is a better match. Actually, a better setup. Tons of Pokemon. Starting with Lugia. We still have Jet Energy if we don't want to be... Okay. My turn. I'm not going to slap down Messagos. Although, it could give us an extra chance to actually find an Archeops. Which it does. Let's go. Let's get 1 Chops. I don't know if they're going to Iono instantly. We have Chops. We have Regigigas. We have Wellspring. Iron Hands. Most importantly, go check and fetch that Legacy. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to slap down Minccino. This is a slower based deck, so I will just I'm gonna jet here because we can slap the Budew if we don't draw what we need, which was really helping out last time. And we end the turn. So we can evolve Lugia VSTAR, research, and with 1 chops, we can always activate Wellspring Ogerpon to take 2 prizes. So even if we could get item locked, we don't mind too much. There's a tail, so Massagosa does not work on the opponent. They would need to Iono instantly here. I don't even know which deck I'm up against. We see Budew, we see Radiant Greninja, and we see yeah, the Budew. So Bidoof and Budew joining forces here. We have draw power with Vaporel and... okay. Buddy Puff. And it's gonna be some sort of a locking deck with Gravity Gemstone. Reducing, actually increasing the retreat cost. And it looks like it's gonna be a Wugtrio deck. We're gonna be making quick work of that quite easily. They're using Itching Pollen to slow this archetype, to actually slow them down. But it's not going to work that easily, as they don't plan to attack. I think I'm just going to go Massagosa. I don't need double chops, to be honest. It's a heads. I'm instead of going for the chops, which would be a very wise decision, yeah, I could still go for the chops, to be honest. Double chops seems nice, definitely if we could potentially get trapped. Okay, let's go. I'm not going to attach an energy, I'm just going to go for the Professor's Research. Whee! Okay, there's a Nuzball, that's perfect. Actually, all I wanted, so Summoning Star, double chops. Next up, we are gonna be... oh yeah, we're item locked. Maybe I should have gone with a different strategy. Maybe that would have been better. Okay, whatever. DTE here. That could have been better. Yeah, I could have gotten 2 prizes already, but I don't believe... I don't know how many cards they're gonna be milling from our deck. We're gonna be retreating. I don't know how many they're gonna mill. Tempest Dive and discard the Stadium. Okay, if we keep on attacking here, it could be great. If they could discard our Legacy Energy with Wugtrio, and that could still win them the game. So maybe I should have just gone for 1 chops and went for Wellspring. So you see how powerful item lock can actually be. It bought them 1... they did buy them 1 turn, 3 coins, they could mill 9, that's crazy. Counter catcher, the chops can also take care of Wugtrio, by the way. And there's an Iono, hopefully we draw a Legacy, otherwise I could see our Legacy going away. They need Reversal Energy to do something. No Legacy, I'm afraid my Legacy is gonna get milled. They could flip 3 tails though, they could whiff Reversal Energy. A lot of things that could go wrong for the opponent. We have access to items, so we can Ultra Ball. I'm actually going to be able to take care of both of these if they don't slap down Manaphy. Another Wiglet. They don't plan to go for Manaphy, alright? Please don't discard my Legacy, otherwise it's going to be very, very tricky. I don't even know if they have Reversal Energy. Is the deck just a meme? Okay, they get rid of the DTE. It's not the card they were looking for. From those 2 cards, they need Reversal Energy. Another Wugtrio. We can take care of both of these at the same time. Counter game. We do have an increase of DTE because of Gravity Gemstone. They have a switch. They're gonna switch to the Wiglet. And they're gonna do nothing. Yeah, that was they definitely should have not gone for that Gravity Gemstone, for sure. In that scenario, I'm gonna get rid of this. Gonna get rid of that, the Blood Moon. Gonna get myself. I could amp here, so... sure. Attachment here. Wellspring. Retreat. And then here we go for DTE Legacy. That's all we need. I'm not gonna accelerate more energies. Here we go for the Torrential Pump. And we're gonna be taking down, yes. Draw power. Now this one cannot get sniped, that would be foolish. Let's get rid of the Wugtrio, right? 2 of them at the same time. Now they still need Reversal Energy. Let's go. And our deck size is still 34. We have Jet Energy, so even the trapping with Gravity Gemstone would be hilariously foolish because we come back with Jet Energy. Yeah, that's 2 of the Wiglets gone, a Wugtrio gone. They have the reversal, alright. Let's see how much they're able to mill here. 9 Stretcher, another one. We would need them not to mill our legacy. It would be very scary if they would do so. Neutralization Stadium, what? Okay. Now we are forced to attack with Chops, which is not an issue because we have Jet. We can also attack with Minccino. Okay, now they have the full setup. Neutralization Stadium, we still come back with 1 Messagosa. Very funky deck for sure. Are they gonna be able to mill us? We need 3 prizes. If we find the stadium though, that would be very good. I'm not gonna research here, that would be very bad. They can technically mill 9 cards, but most likely they would just mill 6. Or 3. No legacy, no legacy. That's fine. That's totally fine. Okay, let's go for... Can we find a stadium though? I'm actually just gonna jet my Archeops up front. I will then go for an Iono. I think that gives them more cards though. I'm gonna save my Iono. Just gonna get the DTE here. Is there still a stadium in our deck? There's still a Messagosa. Do we go for that risk? Nah. We're not gonna go for that risk. Just gonna play it slow. Playing it slow will win the game. They only have 90 HP. We need to KO 2 of them. What could go wrong? Another Jet. Just chilling out. If we draw into a stadium, we win the game. Presuming our legacy energy remains in the deck. Okay, item lock. They're gonna try and buy a turn or something. How many Wugtrio Eerie doing nothing? That's the most hilarious Eerie I've seen. So it's a very cool deck. It's not gonna be winning any tournaments because Lugia's around. You see, like this stadium is kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. But you have 1 prizers. Alright, here comes Wugtrio. Do they actually compact with another Wugtrio? Ultra Ball, okay, they have it. 2 of them down. It's a very, very strange deck. I gotta give props to the opponent for playing something so unique. And we are able to witness it. They're gonna try and mill a couple of cards, which we don't care about. 3 cards again, it's just bad. DTE, we don't care. We just attack and we have Jet in hand, so it's cool. Legacy even. What? Attack? Try to find your last Wugtrio. Now we did not even play that many cards. 1 card to go. Even with the neutralization stadium, you should know is that Lugia always plays 1 prizers because of Archeops. At most, they can mill 9, and that's gonna lose them the game. There's an Arbon coming. What can they still do about this situation? Gravity Gemstone. Super, yeah, it seems so cool in theory. I wonder against which decks this actually works really well. Let me know in the comments how you feel about Wugtrio. Should we test it out as well? This looks like a very rogue deck. Could be barreled for 5. Let's go. You have to counter catch something, and then how many Wugtrios in here? 0. They shuffled them all in with the Super Rods. They have the reversal energy. They can evolve. Another DTE. So they're playing 4 DTE, 4 reversals, if I had to guess, or 3 DTE, 4 reversals. Don't even know what's prized, so you don't see everything of this deck. 7 cards remaining in deck. They know they're gonna get knocked out next turn. Imagine, I want them to flip 3 heads in a row. I really want to see it. Come on, show me the undersea tunnel. Let's go! 1, 2, 3. Awesome, fantastic. Look at all that. First time I've seen it. Wugtrio milling 3 cards. And that was really a lot of fun. So props to the opponent for playing Wugtrio. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. It helps out in ridiculous ways. And yeah, we're gonna be seeing some more Pokemon TCG action soon on this channel. So yeah, stick around. Also go check out the sponsors that make the videos possible. Dragon Shield for sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. It's a new year, so stock up for yeah, the rest of 2025 using the coupon ZABLOS5 to get 5% off right now. TC Evolutions, damage counters, and ability tokens, 10% off. PokemonStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs. You can get 5% off with instant email delivery, and cardmarket.com for European players where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. This was a lot of fun, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.